What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. I do want to share light on this story of this young lady named Ashley. Her family on Facebook want her story to be heard and spread it because she was unalived by her 47-year-old boyfriend, Lawrence, in front of her kids. Now, prior to her death, she did come to Facebook and posted this screenshot, warning that this man is going to be the one who take her life. And it kind of reminded me of the situation with Dutch Dior. She said the same thing prior to her death. So she seen the warning signs and she knew that this man was going to be the one who ended her. At the end of the day, y'all let me know what y'all think about the situation.
For the Toledo woman who was fighting for her life after a Wednesday morning shooting has died. Toledo police say Ashley Morris, who also goes by Ashley Fonseca, died yesterday as a result of her injuries. Officers say 46-year-old Lawrence Moore shot Fonseca at the Boulder Creek Apartments, then shot himself in the chest, ultimately dying at the scene. According to a 911 call, Moore was the woman's boyfriend. 13 Action News spotted a growing memorial for Fonseca outside the apartments. See balloons hanging from the outside of the apartment building, also on a car in the parking lot there.
Attempted murder-suicide is highlighting the dangers of domestic violence. This case is eerily similar to the death of the victim's mother, who was stabbed by a co-worker who wanted to date her. Vivian Morris and her two children, including Ashley, were stabbed in February of 1998. Tonight, a woman who was their neighbor at the time is sharing her reaction and her message about domestic violence. Karen Diaz pours through saved news clippings in the obituary of Vivian Morris from 1998. Morris was stabbed and killed by Joe Chappell, a co-worker who wanted to date Morris during the Trail of Terror in Toledo, resulting in multiple deaths and injuries.
Vivian Morris turned to authorities for help. Hours later, she lay dying in her apartment.
Diaz says Wednesday's shooting of Ashley Morris, who also goes by Ashley Fonseca, by 46-year-old Lawrence Moore, brings her back to when Ashley's mother went through almost the same situation.
The rawness of it all just comes back. I can't believe this is happening again to her daughter, for God's sake.
Police say Moore shot Ashley and then himself. She was rushed to the hospital.
I guess part of what is really at the core of my bad feelings is that none of this needs to happen.
Diaz is a domestic violence survivor and says more should be done to prevent situations like this.
I just can't even tell you how angry and hurt I am for everybody that's gone through this. But for this to repeat in the way that it did and with who, it just blows my mind.
A Facebook post appears to show the young mother did not feel safe in the relationship. She posted on Facebook describing threats made against her life, including Moore, quote, constantly putting the gun up against her head or shoving it in my stomach, end quote. Diaz said the warning should have been heard loud and clear.
The biggest thing is to be heard and to be believed. And I just don't want to bother with that because that's just the vulnerability of society. Oh, they did, whatever. And this happens all the time.
Hello, I'm Jeff Smith. I thought it was important to take a moment and reflect on the loss of a Toledoan this week. Ashley Fonseca, also known as Ashley Morris, was just 10 when Toledoans learned of the tragic day in 1998 that changed her life. We're about to show you the story that we put together 2 years ago, marking the 25th anniversary of that tragic day. Ashley was brave that day 2 years ago, brave enough to meet with me and photojournalist Paul Kwapik, honoring her mother who died in a violent attack. Sadly, this week, Ashley's life was cut short, and by all indications, it was an act of domestic violence. We mourn her, and we pray that she is now at peace.